Hey everybody, it's a beautiful day in Pennsylvania and I thought I would give you a little garden update. So we are at the first week of June right now. We're getting some hot weather finally. It has been exceptionally rainy and cool here. So I believe that the garden's a little bit off to a slow start. This is my raspberry patch. As you can see, we have fruit forming. So I think that is going to be a good sign. A lot of fruit on here. All right, and then this is my peach tree, and as you can see, the squirrels, they bite the peaches off, they take a bite out of them, and they leave them here at the bottom. So some of my methods to protect the peaches are a little abnormal, I would say. So this is like a plastic clamshell that your fruit comes in. So it already has ventilation holes if moisture gets in here. And then I just take some packing tape and I secure it on the branch. So you can see that's protecting the peach in there. Now the other method I use is these are mesh fruit bags and they sell these on Amazon. And as you can see, I have several peaches secured in here and they just zip tie on the tree. I do leave some just kind of out in the wild here so the squirrels have something to eat, and then hopefully they'll leave the protected fruit alone. Every year this is always a battle, me versus the squirrels, and they just seem to always get a lot of the fruit off our fruit trees. I try to protect maybe like a dozen off each tree. If I get that, I'm happy, then the squirrels can have the rest. So these mesh little bag thingies have worked very well. And then also just the plastic fruit clamshells. You could secure them with an elastic or with plastic tape like I have. Looks wacky, makes you look like you have a trash tray, but it does protect your fruit. My flower arrangements are doing really good because we've had so much rain. And then this is the lemon and lime tree. As you can see, it has set some fruit here. So these will stay outside for the whole summer. Then on my apple tree, I have some apples protected. And then some are not protected, but a lot of them I bagged up here just to try to give them a chance to make it. And then in here are blueberries, and they're protected as well. And then over here is the grapevine. This is going to be flowers that's going to turn into fruit. And eventually I'll put a mesh bag on these to keep the spotted lanternflies, birds, and things off the actual grapes. If you watched my first garden video from the season, you'll remember that a fox was getting in the garden. I shored up the fencing. Somehow it is still getting in there. So I have my wildlife camera here, and it just kind of allows me to see what's getting in the garden. So let's take a look in the garden here. So this is a cilantro, that's doing great. There is some butter lettuce there, some more cilantro, and then we have some young carrots coming up there. Here's a pepper plant. These really seem stunted because of all the rain and the cold. They don't like the colder weather. And we did have some unusually cold weather for a while here. The lettuce is doing amazing. Here are the tomatoes, so we've got some flowers on them. They're looking pretty good. I really like this style of tomato cage. So I believe I got these at Gardener's Supply, and they fold completely flat to store. And your tomatoes can get quite big, so they'll fill this up and it supports them really nicely as they grow. Then over here I have some squash, some summer squash. And then for this bed, I had some leftover landscape fabric, so I put that down. There's the kale. There are more zucchini and summer squash. There's a beet that actually overwintered. Here is the asparagus that we're just letting go to seed at this point because we've harvested enough. And then another very stunted pepper, some more squash. This is all flowers in here. So marigold, zinnias, and sunflowers. And some of these are getting really, really tall. This bed, we have the eggplant. Same thing, I had a little loose leftover landscaping fabric. I put that down. I'm sure the sun's gonna break it down, but maybe it will help me control the weeds. So they're eggplant. In this bed, some more squash, peppers. And these peppers appear to be doing a little bit better than some of the other ones. This bed, I need to weed. It looks absolutely terrible. But this has beets, as you can see here, carrots. These carrots were planted earlier than the ones in the other bed, so they're a little bit further along. And then it's pea season already. So as you can see, There are the delicious snow peas, and I've been picking a lot of these. We love them in stir fry, in salads, to just eat as a snack. They're really so good. All right, so here's what I have picked today, but these look delicious. We've been getting a lot of the snow peas lately, so I'll probably use these with tonight's dinner. But yeah, it's really great. These are super easy to grow, and if you remember, I planted my peas on St. Patrick's Day, so it's really a quick turnaround. It's now the first week of June, and I've been harvesting these for about 2 weeks now. I have my work cut out for me with weeding. I feel like all I've done all week is just weed, but with the rain, things have just been crazy. So far, the only thing we've been harvesting are greens, lettuce, kale, and then the snow peas are really in season right now. And then of course, cilantro and chives and things like that I can use now. But I'm really hoping for a great gardening season, and I'll keep you updated as it goes along. So be sure to let me know how your garden's doing this year. Are you growing any plants? Are you growing any flowers? Let me know in the comments, and I hope to give you another update once the veggies really start rolling in here.